Victory is mine. Oh, victory is mine. Oh, victory today is mine. Oh, I told Satan to get behind. Victory today is mine.
And next, they had a little old boy. Pushed him out of that little building. The little old hare's course of the mane on a horse and head down. And I said, well, I let the little boy look up at me. I said, he's got crossed eyes, hasn't he? And the mother's kind of rough. She just grabbed him at the top of the head and pulled his hair back, eyes back, his little eyes setting in like that. I said, wonder if I could get, he's scared of me. So I had a piece of chewing gum. I made friends with him, let him smell it, you know. Kept his head down, get him smelling it, them little cross eyes looking around. I picked him up and got him in my arms. I thought, God, if you ever help me, let it be now. I just find favor with them, then they'll believe. See? I had him on my little shoulder, little head on my shoulder, and I said, Lord, I pray that you'll straighten his eyes. I said, now, you raise your heads. I said, now, before I let the child leave my shoulders, if his eyes is not straight, I'm a false prophet. If his eyes is straight, then you believe I've come with a message from Jesus Christ for you. I turn him around like this, and you talk about a prayer. There was a stampede. Dust flying and everybody trying. Well, we couldn't get, no one could get in line to just fight and pushing and hollering and jumping over one another. And so, really the next was an old Indian woman coming from the back. And there's a little bitty, stout, about 18-year-old boy. He has climbed over all of it. He is pretty strong. He got next in line. And I said, son, you're not next. This old woman's next. I couldn't make him understand. And Brother Jack's a pretty good little man himself, you know. Carpenter, so he just got the little lad and pulled him out of the way. Here come that old Indian woman. I'll never forget that as long as I live. Her crutches was made out of 2 broomsticks with some a piece of wood tacked over the top and rags wrapped on it, the pad. And she couldn't, it must have been an arthritis condition, and she put these 2 sticks out. She looked to be at least 80. And she put these 2 sticks out, and she'd make a step, and she'd step the other. I just stood real still, and she walked right up like this to me, and she's shaking like that, and she looked up at me like that, and oh my. I seen them old plaited hair, gray, you know, them old deep wrinkles in her cheeks, and the tears cutting their way through like the river there, going down, dropping off her face like that. I thought, somebody's mother. No doubt that old feeble hand there wrinkled up has stroked the tears back out of a many crying baby's eyes. The hardships she's went through. She just stood and looked at me and never opened her mouth and said a thing. All at once she just started smiling, reached down, got a hold of one crutch and one the other, handed them over to me and went walking out there as good as anybody else. No prayer or nothing. She just believed. You remember? And long about, I guess it's nearly daylight. I've been there all night. And by 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock in the morning, that's before sundown that afternoon. So you've been praying all that night until 4 o'clock the next morning. I noticed all the Indians coming in is wet way up around in here. I said, what's the matter with them? And she said, well, at first they thought you were false. But said now, said the ford's away down. But said they run out into the prairies and got their loved ones, and they're wading across the river at midnight, packing their loved ones over to be prayed for. They'll rise in the judgment. But the generation of white people, he condemned them many times. Some of these people that won't even guard the door to a meeting. And so I remember one instance there. Just excuse me for taking the time. But faith cometh by hearing. We overcome by the word of our testimony. And this was a very outstanding case. There's an old Indian that had a board like this, and they had 4 sticks across this board. Didn't have a stretcher to put the old fellow on, so they let him lay his arms up here, just as gray as he could be, and his knees across the other part of the board. And there's 2 great big fellows packing him, just as wet as they could be. I said to one of the fellows who's next in line coming up, I said, you speak English? A little. I said, aren't you afraid you'd take pneumonia? No. Said, Jesus Christ says, take care of me. I brought my dad. I said, you believe Jesus Christ will heal your dad? Yep. That's why I brought him. Said, all right. Passed him by. I said, pass him by. I just laid hands up on the old fella. That plaited hair laying there and shaking like this, you know. I laid my hands up on him. I said, God, be merciful to him. Heal him for Christ's sake. I said, take him on. I said, let the next come across like that. A few minutes, I heard a great rally out there amongst them Indians. You just couldn't see from the end of the lights for Indians. Looked out there. The old man had the board on his own shoulder going along waving at everyone. We try to make it too complicated. We come over the top of it trying to find it. See? We try to make it some mysterious thing when it's just simple. The more simple you are, the better off you'll be. Just don't jump at it. Try to press yourself. Just receive it. It's just that easy. You jump over it. That's what our theologians do. Jump over the top of it, trying to find what's sitting right next to you. Okay? So simple. The Bible said even a fool shouldn't err. That's right. It's so simple, the gospel.
Happiness is mine. Happiness today is mine. I told Satan to get behind. Happiness today is mine. I'm not giving up. I'm not dying. I'm not giving up. I'm not dying. My Lord will do it again as before. I'm not giving up. I'm not dying. I'm not giving up. Oh yeah, I'm not dying. I'm not giving up. I'm not dying. For my Lord will do it again as before. I'm not giving up. I'm not dying. May you really be blessed. May you really be blessed. Oh, as you fellowship here in our midst, in the name of the Lord, may you really be blessed. May you really be blessed. Come on. May your soul be refreshed. May your soul be refreshed. As you fast and pray and meditate on the word of the Lord, may your soul be refreshed. May your soul be refreshed. May we meet over there. May we meet over there. Oh yeah. May we meet over there. New Jerusalem, New Jerusalem, the final home for the bride of the Lord. May we meet over there. Okay, let's short it. I am. Oh.